Welcome to Broken to Beautiful with Anna Drevich, a 217 recovery podcast.
Good evening. It's February 25th, 2020. This year we have leap year. Yay for all those leap year babies that only get to celebrate their birthday every 4 years. How does that work? Do you only gestate every 4 years? Do you age physically? No, I'm just kidding, but when do you celebrate your birthday? Do you celebrate it on February 28th or March 1st? I was just curious. Anyways, I thought I'd check in since I skipped last week. I have all my bags packed and ready to go for work tomorrow. And I'm feeling alright about it. Many times I get really bad anxiety just after being home 4 days, finally getting acclimated back home, then to go there and stay 2 nights in 3 days. It definitely wears me out. Hopefully next month I get to appear in front of the judge, and I'm hoping get my license back. That will be huge for me. I'm 36 years old and I feel like a child sometimes. My wife drives me everywhere, and I'm very blessed that I have such a kind, thoughtful wife. I've never had to ask her for a ride, and she's never made me feel guilty. I'm still getting used to that. I don't know why we all get so comfortable with being treated poorly, but I definitely did. I'm a firm believer that that's learned behavior as well. We could talk about codependence and all that, but not tonight. Regardless, healthy attracts healthy, and unhealthy attracts unhealthy. So I'm just going to put this little public service announcement out there right now. If you're going to treatment or you're struggling with something, focus on yourself. Don't focus on someone else. Whether you say that you're just fond of each other or you enjoy each other's company, it still takes away from that time out from life to educate, re-educate, relearn, re-unlearn, because that's the hard part, is unlearning all those bad habits and allowing others to treat us poorly. And just focus on yourself. I had a sponsor tell me one time, you wouldn't go to a junkyard when it's time to get a new car, so why look for someone in treatment or in early recovery? Ouch, right? It's pretty darn true. I've yet to see many success stories of people living happily ever after that met in detox or their second week of treatment. It has happened, and you can learn and grow together, but it's best to form that independence, build a solid foundation, become a whole. That whole, I'm half looking for another half. I'm a whole human being with a whole set of morals, and today I have whole feelings about myself, and I am blessed to have a whole wife who has all that and more. I haven't seen Corey or Ryan in a while, and I miss them. Shout out, guys. Hey. No, seriously. Since I moved to the UP and, like I said, not having a driver's license, it's been hard to socialize outside of work and with my wife. And don't get me wrong, I have a lot of good friends at work, and I love spending time with my wife. But I definitely look forward to that. Just to be able to, hey, I have to run to the grocery store, or I'm going to go hang out with my friends, or we have some 217 business to handle, and I don't have to worry about whether my wife works, if I can find a ride, if I'm putting someone out, how much gas money. I can definitely say that it's been a challenge. However, it's helped me grow. It's definitely helped me with my patience, which I still struggle with. But every instant in life, every consequence, every circumstance is a learning experience if you use it. A lesson, a blessing, or both. I like to try to find the silver lining in things. next month also, I'll be downstate, and I'm really hoping that I have an opportunity to see my little girl. I'm struggling in that department again because my dad and I aren't talking. It seems like when all the dust settles and the calm hit after the storm, turns out it's the calm before the storm. I don't know why that has to be such a challenge. I've been learning to set boundaries throughout my sobriety. I have a little over 13 months, and the hardest ones to set, it's so true, are with yourself and your loved ones. What we're willing to tolerate, what we're willing to do, if that line's going to be crossed again. And I guess the hardest part is for that family member to identify and respect the fact that I am sober, I am a healthy human being, and I will stand up for myself. I can still say things I regret, and I did, and I wrote a rough draft of what I want to handwrite and mail my father. Fighting with family never feels good. Fighting with anybody is not healthy. Standing up for what you believe in, and especially when it comes to others respecting you. Sometimes there's going to be some rocky roads before it smooths out, and I'm hoping that this is exactly what's going on. And I'm just going to have blind faith like I have, and that it's worked out because I just entrust in God. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy at all. It affects my mood. I get irritable. I don't sleep as much. I'm definitely distracted. But today I've acquired the tools to get through the day. And not just get through the day. I'm not going through emotions in life anymore. Those days are over. But to not let it deeply impact everything that I do. I hope so anyways. Well, I'm going to keep it short and sweet like I always do, in hopes of finding someone to podcast with next week. I cannot promise anything, but fingers crossed. Thanks for listening to Broken to Beautiful 217 Recovery. Check out our resources at 217recovery.com. And everybody have a wonderful night.